Yo, what's up? My name's Patrice here. Welcome back to more Dungeon Defenders content in the year 2023. Today, I'm going to be focusing on and playing my Barbarian. This class is going to be very important in my new goal of getting the, I believe, Mobile Moxie or something it's called weapon. Let's double check on our goals list. Now, you may be very familiar with this list if you've been keeping up with this series, but if not, there's a bunch of stuff on this. Some stuff we can actually knock off, such as the 15 mil mana goal we have completed. Next up is just 100 mil mana, challenges, 40 characters, level 70. You know, we don't have anything to knock off here. Continuing on, the Nessie is one that I do want to go for, but I just have so many goals, and I want to start making my way towards the Mobile Moxie. Exactly. No towers allowed on Insane/Nightmare. Apparently this is just a better version of the current weapon that I have, so I do want to make my way towards it. However, no towers allowed is literally the hardest challenge for my main hero, which is level 70, which is the Squire. So I need to train up heroes such as my Barbarian and my Huntress to actually allow me to complete that challenge. Insane difficulty is going to be tough. On medium difficulty, I believe the recommended hero level for this is 40. I don't know if that usually entails easy or medium or whatever, but I need to try to do this on Insane to even get it, which I just know I'm not able to do yet. First things first, I want to make sure my Barbarian is kitted out as much as I possibly can. I have swords and I have gear in my inventory. Let me actually use that and give him whatever I can. First things first, let's go over to pets. We have our new folders. Like, this guy doesn't even have a single pet on him yet. I could put the heavy on him. That's honestly maybe a decent option, but I'm pretty sure I probably have better pets. But for now, we'll go ahead and do that and then see what changes. The Squire Guardian's going to give him some help in this regard. It's funny he can actually be given the Squire Guardian. Most expensive pet that I have in terms of stuff would be this. Is this truly the best pet for him, though? This would give me -9 personal damage is brutal. That's not what I want on this character. I'm liking this one a lot more. Gort might be or whoever that was. Wait a minute. If you, I just saw something. If I it puts them outside of the folder. I don't like that. I'm going to have to adjust that. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. We'll keep that in mind that whenever something like that happens and you can't manually move stuff, that's awkward. Okay. Anyways, we're learning stuff every day. My current pet, do I have the medic equipped? How did that even happen? Is that a misclick? Whoopsies. Let me figure out what pet is best. I think hilariously, Gort is actually going to end up being the best pet for me since I'm interested in hero personal damage, speed, and then the damage the pet itself can do. I think that Gort is going to end up being my best option. Let's go ahead and put the medic back in the pets folder, and we'll rock around with our very tiny robot. He is much smaller than I remember, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and just try no towers allowed on medium difficulty. How hard could this really be? Is it actually going to be too hard for my Barbarian? I'm not sure. We'll have to find out. I have to learn a lot of his moves as well and his stances. I don't even know that if with my hotkeys, I don't think I can unfortunately use his two ability. I think it's unbound for me, which is kind of laughable. I have to redo my keybinds at some point. They've been wonky. People have been telling me to use abilities on my Squire a bit more. Little do they know, some abilities I literally just can't use because my keybinds are kind of funny to allow for my recording and stop recording hotkeys, but it should be pretty simple, these early waves. I might even just be able to do this pretty easily. At least this first part's super easy. But I think once the spawns get more spread out, it's going to come down to my hero speed being fast enough to be able to get up here and then all the way over there. But I think it's honestly pretty darn good. 51 hero speed. And then I'm at 189 hero damage. I'm very proud of that number. We'll see what happens. Can I one-shot these archers? I think I probably can, right? There's no way. Yeah, I think those guys get one-shot easy peasy. There's wave 1 complete easy peasy. Not really much going on besides just waiting for stuff to respawn. I don't even know if I need all of this mana. Now, there's kobolds. Of course, there's kobolds spawning up there on wave 2. I remember when I tried this on Insane with my Squire, I'm pretty sure these kobolds just one-shot my tower. So I'm going to start... I think actually what happened was I started up there and then they just didn't spawn for a sec, so it was kind of a waste of time. So I'm going to start down here for the first bit and then try to run up to the kobolds. Yep. As soon as they even show a glimpse. Come here, buddy. There you go. And then run all the way over there as fast as I can to take care of the other kobold. It seems like I might actually be able to reach these guys first. That works out totally fine for me. I think I one-shot everything with swords. Yep. And then my pet does a little bit of damage. Okay, wave 2 is looking pretty much complete. There you go. Wave 2 is complete for sure there. I think speed is going to end up being the determining factor in this challenge, more than damage, actually. But it's going to change a lot as well on insane difficulty, so maybe I will need the extra damage there. We'll just have to wait and see. As soon as I'm at max mana here, I can go ahead and just start spamming G. There's going to be some orcs coming in on the top side there. Thankfully, they are pretty slow. We'll go ahead and press G there. I might be using my... I'm going to use one of my stances this time since I have so much mana. This is going to give me a lot more hero speed, which helps out a ton. I don't do that much damage, honestly, to them. My jump is also that much more. We'll take care of him. Fight through these guys over here. We're going really fast. Yeah, this tornado stance is fun stuff, I will say. Probably start at these goblins. And then I have the height. The extra height to be able to jump over there, that is pretty cool to see. It seems like one of my swords is doing a lot more damage than the other. Like this left one seems like it's doing much more damage than the right tier one. Any more? Yep, goblins coming over here. We'll save the crystal. We should be totally fine. Archer is there, though. I might need to unlock my... I have like lock-on combat, and someone told me it might be a good idea to unlock that, and I haven't really tried that. I'm definitely used to... I think it's the only option on PC, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, this guy's coming really close. Okay, wave 3. Definitely getting a lot tighter, but doable. This is just medium difficulty. Unfortunately, to actually get the reward that I want, I do have to do this on insane. And I'm struggling on medium and only on wave 4. So, not a great sign. Shamans spawn in this wave as well, which is a massive, massive pain. I'm going to go ahead and start. This style of play essentially turns... Dungeon Defenders into like a hack and slash, which I do think is really interesting. I think there's something really unique and kind of charming about that, honestly. Don't mind that one bit. All right, let's head over here, head up here. The jumps are so lofty, they end up kind of creating an issue. It's honestly kind of more harmful than good to have these giant jumps. We'll see. They're getting on the crystal here, doing a lot of damage. Got to take care of him. Goblin on the backside. Like, I think I'm going to lose here. Take care of the kobolds. I think I'm going down here. I don't see a way where I can save this, unfortunately. Yep. Even on medium difficulty, I'm not even close. It's kind of embarrassing, but it's okay. That's why we limit test. This is probably a challenge that just requires 4 people. This is probably just one of those things requires playing with others. You hate to see it. Well, while we're already in the business of losing, let's go ahead and give our old pal Nessie a shot. Let's go for wave 25, survival of Deeper Well. I know it's not going to be easy, but it should be really quick to just test, because I can go ahead and put my starting wave up to 20. So we're just going to jump in. I'm going to build really quick, and if I fail this super quick, that's okay. I'll just be showing you guys what happens super fast. Ooh, lots of mana. All right, here it is, the final level up of the perfect setup. How is it, fellas? We've got 3 harpoons on each side, a slice and dice there, a bouncer blockade there, a bouncer there, and a slice and dice there. Will this be strong enough? Will it be good enough? Probably not, but we've gotta test it somehow, fellas. Let's bait the ninjas in. Sure, why not? Go ahead and draw some aggro, draw some damage. That's all we're kind of good for here. As my tower is getting... Okay, it's already dying. Okay, that's fine. Not a big deal. I just need to... get enough mana to oh, he's got 20k HP and fire resistance. I can't really mess with that, but if I get behind this and I get a level up, our other slice and dice went down, but could maybe get an upgrade on this one. Oh, they're at my Eternia crystal. Okay, not a big deal. Still winnable though, right guys? Definitely true and real. It's going to be a close one. This guy has 10k HP. Okay. Just a little bit to manage as the ogre comes my way. Flailing a ranged attack. Okay, we managed to take him down somehow. While ourselves go down in the process. The ogre is smashing away at my little harpoon. Honestly, I kind of was memeing on this. I feel like I feel like if I played this better, it's possible I win this. But I think that's copium. I don't think there's any possible way I ever win this. Am I getting closer? Absolutely. Am I winning anytime soon? That early game rush is obviously the most difficult part. Like I'm gonna lose right here. Wait, attack the... Wait, come on, bro. What are you doing? He's BMing. He's like, he has the Summoner's Rift totally open. And he's just like 1v1ing me. Okay, there we go. We know we lose that. That's okay. At least we tested. Okay, L after L after L. I need a win, ladies and gentlemen. Now, how am I gonna get that? Probably doing survival. I think we should go for getting to just wave 15. You know what? Wave 15, we can do that, okay? Let's continue. You know, screw our insane difficulty storyline run. Let's do our wave 15 survival run. I think that would be fun. So Foundries and Forges, have we played this in survival at all? Easy, medium, hard, insane, yada yada. Oh, we played insane? Oh no, that's not survival. That's just okay. I don't think I've done this map on survival at all. So this is the perfect time to go ahead and should I play it on medium, hard, or insane becomes the question. Probably hard, and just try to get to wave 15. Yep, this should be good. We'll go hardcore mode to get better XP and drops and everything. Not quite insane difficulty, since I don't want to have the time limit here. I might regret that. The issue is I chose to start on wave 8, and I have like no mana here. We're going to restart 10. We're going to be starting on a measly wave 1, which means it's going to take quite a bit of time. Thankfully, I can skip and cut out a lot of that for you guys. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to play through every little bit and grind every little chest and every little bit of mana to get every little upgrade I possibly can to be able to beat this level. All right, wave 2/wave 1 should be easy peasy. I'll see you guys at the end of it. All right, first wave complete. Let's place another bouncer blockade here. Now we have a bouncer blockade at each little section. We've got some more to do though. I think I'm officially on full harpoon gang, so I'm going to go ahead and start building those harpoons as I see fit. The issue is, what's the perfect spot to build them on this map? Probably right here. Like kind of edging them here. You see the purple square where I can actually finally start damaging them? Probably going to go ahead and put that bad boy right about there. That should be the perfect location. And I'll just do that on each little firestone corner like that. And we're going to start the next wave, since time is going to be of the essence and get really important in these early, really easy peasy boring waves. It's more so about just getting all the resources I can and having all that early game mana. The mana adds up. The time also adds up, which is the scary part. Onto the start of wave 4. Once again, just pumping through these for the sake of time. I only really need to get to wave 15 to complete this challenge, but there does end up being a greater challenge or a greater reward at the wave 25 completion on all of these maps, which I haven't really thought about too much. Now, will I really be able to get wave 25 on Foundries and Forges on hard difficulty on survival at this level? I don't think so. I can't even get close on Deeper Well. Can I get to wave 20? Probably. That'll probably end up being my goal, which is, yeah, I'll be excited to reach that. There's the completion of that wave, easy peasy. I'm going to spam into the next wave. And while we're going through these slow little waves here and there, I think this is a good time to do a little bit of a retro pad rant. And honestly, it's a positive thing, if anything. You know, you don't really hear positive rants very often. You hear people complaining. If anything, I wanted to talk about, I see so many smaller YouTube channels, and I say obviously my YouTube channel is very small, as you know, less than 1K subs on this channel. Even my main channel I would consider small. My main channel just hit over 40,000 subs. Really cool, an incredible milestone that many people don't have the privilege and luck to be able to get. And hard work, of course. It's a mixture of a lot of things. Not to downplay it too much, but my point being, there's so many different styles of content on YouTube, and I have noticed an unbelievable amount of like 2,000 or less subs, sometimes less than 1K subs, 3K less subs, 5K, whatever. These people that have unbelievable quality of content, and to be frank, people who make much better videos than I do. I talk about this often. There are some incredible content creators out there that, for whatever reason, the algorithm either doesn't pick up their videos or people don't enjoy it in a certain way. I don't know if it's not reaching the audience. But I see these people who have like unbelievable level of quality, the jokes they put in, the cuts, the edits. If you've ever edited a very dense video, something where within the span of, 15 seconds or so, there's like 3 different backgrounds on top of maybe some fades on top of images sliding and popping around, it takes so long to edit stuff like that. I watched a video early today. I think it was like a 15-minute video. I forget the YouTuber's name, so I apologize. Like a 15-minute video talking about how it's difficult to collect in the current day in like a positive way, not like a, you know, it's so hard, let me just give up, but in like a, oh, you know, it's hard. There's things to adapt to and things to change, but we love it. You know, that's kind of where we're at. And this guy's quality on his video, if I remember, I'll link it in the description of this video. It was unbelievable. I was so shocked. This guy had less than 3,000 subs, and he's absolutely on, like, it's kind of a lame comparison, but he does great content. It's like Scott the Woz levels of high quality and Scott the Woz levels of effort and input and editing. And I like Scott the Woz content. It's not my favorite thing in the whole world, but it's fantastic content, and it clearly reaches a really broad audience, and it's wildly engaging, right? It's wildly engaging content, and that kind of wildly engaging content is so much effort. It is so hard to do, and I myself am much more of a quantity over quality kind of guy, and I always admit that in my videos and in my content, and just my different style, right? Some people, and it's not even a people difference. For me, myself, I know that sometimes I really enjoy a Scott the Woz video, but sometimes it's so high quality that it's actually too much, which sounds kind of funny. It's not a knock against the content. It's more so a knock against my mental state. Sometimes I may not want to sit down and like watch and like engage in a Scott the Woz video. It's a tough background video at times. I may want to just put on like one person ranting or a podcast or a longer form of a more casual style of video. I think there are, you know, many people that enjoy different types of content at different times in their life. Not only is it oh, you know, I only like watching X style of content. It's like, oh, I like watching this style, and this style. So then I can go to this YouTuber, and this YouTuber for. So I think it's just interesting to talk about the different styles and always about my style. And I'm just always wildly impressed when I see these YouTubers with a much smaller audience than they deserve, frankly. There's a lot of incredible people out there that work very hard. And a phrase you'll hear me often say is, a lot of people work really hard in life and don't always get acknowledged for it. I'm really, really fortunate that I get to work pretty hard, and I do get acknowledged for it on my main YouTube and maybe sometimes on this YouTube, and that's really cool to see. I mostly just have fun on this YouTube, to be totally honest, but you know, daily videos of any kind are always tough work. But this is my getaway channel. This is really fun for me. Not that my other channel isn't fun as well. That channel's obviously a blast, but it absolutely becomes work. And now Rant is becoming much longer than I expected. But I get this question a lot on my streams on my main channel of people asking me, hey, if you won the lottery, do you still think you'd make videos? Do you still think you would do what you do now? And that's a very good litmus test question for like whether you enjoy your job or not. And my answer is absolutely 100% yes. I absolutely would. However, I would absolutely cut down on the quantity. If I didn't have to worry about money, I absolutely would still stream. I absolutely would still make YouTube videos. It is truly what I enjoy, like to like a really genuine extent. But would I be doing it 80 to 100 hours a week to make rent, you know, to make ends meet? Probably not, right? To save up for future life goals? Probably not. I think that is unhealthy, and I think it's a short-term work ethic that I've been able to adhere to since I'm still super young. You know, I'm 25. I still have that. I think everybody has that young work ethic drive at that age, and I'm just trying to abuse it while I can, and we'll see where it takes me and see where it rides me out to. But it'll be fun to eventually be this sounds hilarious to say, a boomer, an archaic 28-year-old, oh, so old, basically a fossil at that point, a very old 28-year-old YouTuber, and just kind of be enjoying the fruits of my labor. I think that'll be a fun thing to look back at and do, and to only have to work 30 to 40 hour weeks for probably more money at that point. But I don't know. We'll see. Obviously, it depends on algorithm, depends on RNG, depends on hard work, depends on a lot of things. So I'm going to keep playing Dungeon Defenders. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. That was a very, very long rant, a longer one than I expected. I think I'm going to go ahead and set up the middle harpoon turrets. I don't know if this is actually good. I think I always want to I always feel tempted to put a turret up here because it's just such a cool spot. I think this location is so enticing to me as a turret location. I'm gonna go ahead and start the next wave. It's just so cool to me, the idea of having a turret up here looking down upon those minions. I can't even place one here because it is in the way. I don't know. I can't place one there for whatever reason. So I don't really know what to do with the rest of my defense units. I think I just set up extra harpoon towers, but what's the best way to do that becomes my question personally. And kobolds are still getting through, which is creating issues and doing fair bit of damage. What if I put one in this little nook slash cranny, if I could actually get it positioned properly, but I can't really get it. Can't get it to go. Should I just place it here? Is it stupid to just place one in front? The spacing here is really awkward. Should I just place one here? Is that dumb? You know what? I'm interested in that. We're going to try this. Might be a waste. I'm going to do one of these on each staircase, and we'll see how that works. Except for the side staircases, actually. I think, as I glitch on the bouncer blockade, I think I can actually just put these in the middle here. I think I've definitely put harpoons up here. What happened to where I now can't place harpoons up there? I'm so shocked by that. Okay, if we're up here, we can. That's so strange. Okay, so here, let me place it to the utmost edge. Right there. There we go. We'll place one there, and we'll do one on each side. For the middle one, I cannot do this, to my understanding. These guys are taking some serious damage from the kobolds, which I don't love to see. Let's go ahead and get all these healed up. We'll go ahead and press G, go to the next wave, onto wave 8 of combat. These kobolds light themselves on fire before even leaving the purple zone, which just makes this that much more awkward. Like, these towers have taken serious residual damage from these kobolds. I'm gonna put a harpoon turret up there in the middle for sure here. Right about to there. Should be good, and then straight down the center. And then upgrades. Upgrades all around. Get your upgrades, get your upgrades, get your heals. Full HP. There you go. That's what you guys need. The only issue with this setup is that, unfortunately, with 2 defense units left, I just literally don't have enough defense units for anything else. So those kind of do just go to waste in a weird way. Will I be able to get to wave 15 with this strategy? I think absolutely, but I think I don't even know if I'll be able to reach wave 20 with this strat. This strat is feeling kind of flimsy. There's probably a better way to do this. This strat is always plenty enough for the storyline, but for survival, when efficiency gets more important as you go on later and later and later, I don't think this is up to snuff. So there it is, wave 8 completed, and here is wave 9 starting. After all the spam text goes through, build phase, show me combat phase. There we go. Now this is on hard difficulty, so maybe I'm being a little hard on myself. I think I kind of forget that. Like, obviously, like whenever I'm doing deeper well to wave 20, I'm on easy, so maybe I'm just expecting too much on a pretty difficult, legitimately difficult setting. I'm hoping I can get to, I think I should be able to get confidently to wave 15, right? But now I almost am kind of doubting that, and that would be a huge time loss. Difficulty will surely ramp up on wave 10, so we'll just have to see how this strategy handles it. There we go. There's wave 9 complete. Let's see how wave 10 goes. This stuff might get pretty scary. And you know what? For wave 10, I'm going to do something kind of stupid. Maybe smart, though. We'll just have to see how it plays out. I'm going to swap to my Barbarian. The reason why I'm doing this is because it's going to give me a lot more speed, first things first. So I'm going to be able to essentially run around and heal the towers that need healing a little bit better. Unfortunately, my casting rate on my Barbarian is, like, absolutely piss poor. So that'll have to get upgraded at some point if I really want to do that effectively. My casting rate is genuinely pathetic. Maybe I would love to get like some upgrades on gear for that. That would help out a ton. But for now, we're just going to speed around. We're so much faster than our Squire, which just makes collecting all this mana and all the in-between stuff way faster, as well as just heals. But look at this. Like, even I'm essentially healing like no damage done to this, and it still just takes a second. And this is outside of combat. When you're inside combat phases, the healing is much slower. So the fact that it's this slow outside of combat isn't a great sign. But maybe I'll actually be able to do some chip damage with my hero itself throughout these waves. So we'll see what happens. And honestly, I just want to get some mana, or some XP on my Barbarian. The more XP on him, the better. So that's the main concern. Let's double check I've played with him just a little bit. Have I played enough to get a level up on Gort? Yes, I have. And that's what I love to see. I'm -8 on casting rate. Come on, Gorp. Okay. Let's just dump this into speed. Speed is what I want more of at the moment. All right, wave 10, hardest wave so far. It's going to start off strong. I think, yeah, the ninjas are going to come in and everything. We're going to pop our stance and see how much damage we can do to help our towers is going to be the meme. It seems like we look pretty strong, actually. If we're able to get through these first, like... Yeah, oh yeah, we actually look really good here. All this mana on the floor. Maybe it's just kobolds causing us concerns. You know what? Maybe we're fine. Ogre is coming in. I'm really curious to see how my Barbarian will fare against the Ogre. Where is he at? I want to run over to him and see how much damage I can do with him. The towers might take him down before I'm able to. But let's try Elemental Stance, Lightning, Oh, yeah. And I'm just shredding this guy. That feels pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. Alrighty, there's wave 10 complete. I do feel like as long as I just run around, honestly, like, I think I could probably heal everything in build phase. As long as I heal everything up enough in build phase, I probably can easily get to wave 15. I don't really see any problems here. I think the only times these things take damage is from the kobolds, but they can genuinely really whittle these things down. I probably need to answer ogres and heal whenever possible. Should be pretty easy to get to wave 15. Honestly, the biggest pain in the butt is just having to actually take the time, like not spamming G here and just actually taking the time to run around and heal every tower up to full HP before the wave starts is probably pretty important here. I wish I could just shortcut it and be lazy, but I think it's not really worth the risk here of the towers going down and me just losing entirely. And these heals are pretty slow, man, even in building phase. All right, I think I'm finally ready. Let's jump into wave 11 out of the goal is 15 at the moment. We'll see what we can do. The ninjas do get obliterated, giving us lots of free big pink gems of mana. All right, wave 11 completed with a lot of things to heal. Then we'll jump into wave 12. All right, and then before wave 12, we do have a level up here on our Barbarian. Probably going to dump into speed. I don't realize so many stats come from equipment. You look at things like my speed here, 25 of it is coming from equipment. I want like 50 base or so speed, probably minimum on my Barbarian, just, you know, from the hero stats alone. So I feel like everything is up to code the best I can get it. I think the more damage I input, I've been kind of staying back a bit and trying to not take damage to be able to get that extra XP boost between waves. I don't think I think no longer that is something I should aim to do. I think just battling as much as possible, getting as much damage as I can as possible, and helping out as much as possible while running around, you know, beating stuff up, killing shamans, and then also heals, man. I think my towers are really starting to take damage just super quick. Look how slow this heal is. Just for three health. 3 health of damage, it's really that slow of a heal. That's just, it's brutal to see. So I think killing minions where I can is honestly going to save my towers more HP than actually healing them in that slow manner. This is actually a really cool upgrade. Plus 18 damage and plus 10 speed. I'm going to go ahead and yoink those boots for sure. And then Ogre has arrived. I want to see where from, because I definitely want to go help out whichever direction. As I jump into that pipe over and over again, help out whichever direction he is coming from. I'm going to hop into the elemental version. I should be able to tear through him and just do pretty insane damage here. Yeah, he's getting obliterated. He'll be dead here in 1 sec. There we go. Perfect. Second ogre coming in. I had no idea you can have multiple stances at once selected. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm on hardcore, aren't I? Oh, no. Did I just lose because of that? Wait, can I... I don't think I can jump in mid-combat wave, can I? I don't think I can do this. I don't think this counts. Yeah. I'm dead until the next... Oh, I didn't lose, did I, off that? My towers should be pretty strong, but that is such a dumb mistake, because if my towers take too much damage now, I can't even heal them. And look how much damage this one's already taken. Oh, no. Well, my mistake if I go down like this, but it's definitely a... I wanted to have one win in this episode. At least we get some cool spectate camera. Whew, thankfully, it looks like I made it through that wave. Just freaking barely, though. Please let me control my Barbarian again so I can go heal everything. That was brutal. Everything over here has been hit down to like half HP. I need a bunch of mana to heal all this. I'll see you guys in like 20 minutes when I'm done all these heals. Ah, yes, not even close. Look at this tower with just within the jaws of life. Barely made it through. I got really lucky and actually just got a huge sword upgrade. I think it was... Wait a minute. Why do I have this cursed training blade? I don't understand. I need to figure out how to swap... Wait a minute. I've got to figure something out. Because am I being an idiot and I just have like a turbo trash sword on my Barbarian for no reason? Why does it only ever switch out the other sword? How do I... Let's put this sword. Can I switch these swords' placement? What if I drop this? You know, does every sword... Like, why am I still using that? That's a crazy difference. I'm going to have to learn a lot about the Barbarian pretty clearly, because I just don't understand how this basic mechanic of equipping swords to which, you know, side, which zone, etc., etc. How does that work, right? Let's go grab the sword that I just switched out from this other side. We'll grab that one and replace it default. Like, this is what I want to give to my hero, right? Like, that sword is awesome. Let's see, am I dual wielding them correctly now? Yeah, now I have 2 strong swords. Okay, cool. I have a lot more things to heal though. I really want to upgrade one of these to heal them, and I might be able to do one, but due to my lack of mana here, hilariously, I don't know if I can even afford to do that. And healing during combat phases just feels so egregiously slow and inefficient right now. Okay, I think with this, though, every other tower is fully healed. So the rest of this 800 mana, I actually can go ahead and use 700 on it on this harpoon turret. There we go. Get it to stop spurring static everywhere because it's so damaged. And with that, I think I am finally ready to go. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Wave 13 of combat. We should only have to do this one and then wave 14. So only 2 more waves of combat, I believe. And we'll be getting a nice, juicy survival wave 15 pet reward. Let's back this shaman into the corner like he deserves. The less dungeon defenders shamans in existence, the happier I am. Ooh, I'm looking at a nice little glove upgrade there. I'm going to pick that up. Plus 18 to hero damage. That should be an upgrade for me. That did so much damage to me, and I do not want to make the same mistake twice. I will not be dying on hardcore mode. Ogre arrived. From which door? It's on the total opposite from over here. I'm going to pop my stance to gain some speed. Pop this. I'm going to pop every stance possible, to be totally honest. And just come over, smack him up, and see what I can do. I can also pop my zero. I am not used to that. So that apparently has a crazy cooldown that allows me to do nuts damage. My zero stance is supposed to be really, really, really interesting. Turn off our other stances. There we go. Get some heals. Actually, we'll go ahead and upgrade this maybe if I get enough mana, but I used so much mana from all my stances. That was this hero, this character seems to have such an insane skill ceiling. I'm gonna tank this. Will that kill me? Not quite, but close. I feel like the skill ceiling on this guy seems pretty nuts. Like having the ability to essentially pop all these different stances at the same time, the APM, the mechanics, turning off stances at the right time, what stance is the right stance, having so many stances, the activated ability, the 2 and 3. This guy can actually be nuts. I have so much to learn about him, and I feel like I need to rebind a lot of my keybinds to actually be able to play him efficiently. He feels so slow and wonky when I'm pressing like 9 on my keyboard, 8. It's just way too far from WASD. It's not an efficient setup. Whenever I would do a lot of keybinds for something like Classic WoW, for example, I played a Warlock on Classic WoW, I would always keybind everything up into the 6 number on my... So I would do 1 through 6, I would do Alt plus 1 through 6, Shift plus 1 through 6, and Control plus 1 through 6. So right there, that's like, you know, X amount of keybinds already. And then you have things like other combinations and E and Q and R and T, G, H, you know, buttons around your WASD controls. So... I'm not, you know, one who is unfamiliar with setting a bunch of keybinds, so I have to properly do that at some point. A lot of damage being done over here, but at least everything is surviving, it seems. There's a little mask here, actually. I don't think my Barbarian has a single mask, so I can just go ahead and straight up equip that and get no extra stats. But the extra fear factor is important, and there's a boost. The level up. I don't really need extra damage. I'm going to pump it into speed for the time being. That should be good enough, and I'm going to... put more heals into everything, of course. Alrighty, on to wave 14. Pretty much the only wave I actually have to beat now in combat. I'm going to be fully throwing myself in the midst of battle. I think the biggest thing to keep in mind here, I need to do 2 things. I need to pump out as much damage as possible and not die. I know, feels like it should be simple, but it's probably going to be difficult for me. I think I actually want to avoid healing turrets. I know it sounds silly, but I think that healing turrets literally is so slow when I could just actually... It's almost like the best offense, or the best defense is a good offense. Instead of putting my time into slowly healing stuff, let me just pump it into damage. My damage is nuts. Let me abuse what my hero is good at. It'd be like if I just kind of did combat only on my squire, as opposed to sitting there and healing my turrets. My turrets are so strong. So I want to abuse what my barbarian can actually do powerfully. Of course, I'll get heals off whenever I can, whenever these like little in-between sections. But this, I want to tank. If possible, I can bait them to explode into me, but they just totally didn't. I'll get heals off whenever I have the free time. We still have like 1,000 mobs coming in. Here comes the ogre. I want to get full ogre attention. Come on, get distracted by me, big guy. Come on. Let me distract him, please, ogre. Come on, I'm right here. Come on, ogre. I'm right here behind you. He doesn't care at all. He knows that the tower is He knows the towers are what's powerful. More power to him, dude. That's okay. We still take care of him. It's quite a bit of damage here, but we'll get a little bit of heals while we wait for mobs to come in. But as the orcs come in, I'll go over and start pumping out more DPS because I do think that they sometimes can make it to the towers. DPS, DPS, there we go. I want to tank one of these if possible. I'm going to heal through it. Neither of them go for me. Unfortunate. Upgrades, however, are a lot faster than heals in combat. So if I can get this off, it'd be good, but I might... Okay, not interrupted, thankfully. Get this archer distracted by me, which is perfect. Get a KO on a bunch of those guys. Okay, I've been at this location for a long time. Let me switch it up. I've been in the middle for a while now. Oh, I'm at 600 HP here. Please, 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 let me get out. Let me get out. Let me get out. I need to heal. I'm getting stuck. Please. I hear the kobolds. I hear the kobolds. Let me get out. Oh, geez. Oh, something is... I'm in trouble. Yep, a harpoon turret just went down. It's, everything's in trouble is the issue. This is gonna get really sketchy. I kind of need heals on these. But I heal so slow is the issue. Oh, man. This is gonna start getting really, really, really scary. I'm literally at wave 14. Come on, I'm literally on wave 14. Like, 100 mobs left. And I'm gonna start to maybe lose? Come on. No shot, right? No shot. I've lost so much in this episode. There's no way that all of a sudden I just can't win. I can't get one W, please. I want one W this episode, Dungeon Defenders. Chromatic games. That's all I'm asking for. Okay. Only 20 or so mobs left. They're all here in the center. Take care of all these archers through the purple. Those can be hit ahead of time. They don't have to leave the purple zone. I think we got it. Whew, I was getting really scared. A lot of things are everything. Every single tower is like 1 HP. Everything's 1 HP. But not me, okay? And not my Eternia Crystal. And that's all that matters. Show me the pet. Show me the reward. Come on, wave 15. There it is. I was scared for a sec. Frizzle added to the box. I'm going to press G, man. I'm insta-losing here. I'm not going to heal anything. I don't care. I'm going to take the L with dignity, okay? I'm going to take the L with dignity. And I'll see you guys with the loss. But also with the reward of the pet. 2 harpoon turrets just went down. The enemies will be closing in no time. The bouncing blockades still barely stand at 1 HP. I almost didn't notice this, but my Barbarian is actually level 50 now, which is crazy. I feel like I was able to level him so much faster than my Squire. It was unbelievable. That is really nuts to see. I'm excited to do some more like Glitter Helm or some more Misty Mire grinding on my main account. I want to keep getting levels up because I think that there is a higher level spectacular map that I would love to try to aim for before the end of Halloween season, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. All of the harpoons are pretty much down at this point. There's an ogre down here. I'm going to try to take out the ogre just manually. Let's honestly just pop every stance, pop all my mana, pop my eagle type thing. We're going to pop that again. Whenever we have it up, I'm going to pop it, press 0. It's difficult to press, but it's worth it to get the huge damage off on him. I'm going to back off and go for a heal. My bouncer blockades are starting to go down. It's all falling apart, but that's okay. This was intended. We'll take the loss in stride. Well, okay, well, come on. Now I'm trying to lose here. Come on, guys. Come on, goblins. Make it a little faster for me, please. Let's see if I can 1v1 this ogre, though. There we go. That's what it takes. Wave 15 on another map of survival. It's a cool little challenge to see. Let's check the stats out. Overview. Almost an hour on that map. Waves. You can see the stats here are hilarious. Heroes. 5k kills for my Barbarian. A lot of mana. Enemies. 10 ogres spawned. How many skeletons? 68 skeletons. That many shamans. Wow. Towers. Harpoons did the brunt of it, obviously. And bam. That's it. Back to the tavern. Let's call it a day. Alrighty, kind of a long one, but a fun one, and a new mask on our Barbarian. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for watching. And before I leave you, let's go check out the pet. Look how fast I fly across on the map. Another pet is why we did that Frizzle. Level 70. Your requirement is pretty crazy. That's actually really cool to see. So only my Squire can even equip that. I didn't think Frizzle would be that good, but that's simply awesome. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. Play some Dungeon Defenders. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Dislike if not. Subscribe for daily Dungeon Defenders content until 1,000 subscribers, or I physically can no longer keep up with it. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Peace, Reno.